welcome to the Wesbank Raceway in Germiston for the 2005 Bosal Classic Car Africa Festival. The event returns to the Wesbank Raceway this year, having been held at Kailami for a number of years and also previously at Wesbank. Lots of people gathered to enjoy the festival of motoring and some beautiful cars. With me in the commentary box for this event, François Pretorius, the chairman of Northern Regions Motorsport. And François, you participated yourself, but you're a big car enthusiast, and certainly some fantastic machinery on display here.
Yes, Hendrik, it's absolutely great to see all of this once again. Every year this historic festival gets bigger and greater. People really enjoy coming to see it. We all enjoy competing, and it's lovely to see the depth of field that we had at this event.
Porsche, always a big favorite, and one of the interesting ones, this one belonging to Harry Costas.
Well, this is the 1963 Porsche Barracuda 2.7 Carrera motor. Qualified me on pole, 122. I'm looking forward to a great day here at Wesbank. Just like to thank the sponsors. Also like to just, if we could, a quick mention for the Sports Racing Association next year, whereby all the sports cars who haven't got a home at the moment will find a home into the new class of racing. Well, at the moment we sport a field of around 22. We are expecting a whole new couple of current cars fitting into the SR1 category from next year, like the Porsche Tigers, a lot of Tigers, the Chevrons, and then you've got the Formula GTIs, which are converting into sports cars now, the Nardini, the ACD Nardini, etc. We're bringing out the Speed 8s for the next race at the Kisa. Should be very competitive, hoping to break a minute in SWAT course.
Well, unfortunately for Harry, he didn't get a good start. François is right at the back. I think he got caught out in some way or another, and he's right at the back of the field as Franz Pretorius leads the field here, but certainly some interesting plans for sports car racing in the future.
Yes, it's absolutely great. The Sports Racing Association has been around for a while, and what they're trying to do is get a whole series of sports car racing together where they can have the older cars like these P66 cars that we see over here, but then also cater for newer cars like, for instance, the 956 that Franz Pretorius also owns, Porsche 917 replica, which will come out together with the Chevrons and the other cars that Harry spoke about. I think it's going to be a very exciting series to see that in future.
Our problem there for car number 99.
Now the Marcus, gentleman has been driving this car quite a lot, and it's an interesting car, Marcus. It's Volvo powered, not something you see every day on the road.
And there goes Harry Costas as he now just gets going.
And hopefully,
okay, there he goes. All right. Trying a little bit too hard,
slightly over-exuberant, I think, trying to catch up.
Well, he certainly had an interesting start to his day, but a pretty fast motor car, eh?
Very nice little car. Harry has been racing it for a while. On screen now we have Terry Allen in Morgan. Terry's been a long-time competitor, Morgan lover. We've seen him quite often. He also races in the fine cars category.
And look at Harry Costas coming through the order there to finish in second position behind Terry Allen in his Morgan. Mike Altona finishing in third in his 1962 GSM 9. Always one of the highlights, the Unlimited Porsche Challenge, and one of the stalwarts in this form of racing, Toby Fender.
Porsche has got such history. They've been the forerunners have won the Mars 16 times. There's a passion behind the brand which is like no other. Cars are engineered like no other. They just carry on forever. It's amazing. Over 3/4 of the Porsche that are built are still in the road. Once it gets into your blood, it's like no other brand. It's a car you can drive and use and love, and you can connect with as well. Well, this is a factory 911 GTR race car. It's built by Bosal, which is Porsche's research and development racing team, and it's a car that has been designed to be raced, and it has been specifically designed for Le Mans and endurance races. And it's a 1996 model. It is still got the air-cooled motor, so it's not one of the new water-cooled generation. So a lot of history there, but still very competitive on pole position. So it's a wonderful car.
And Toby Fender delivering on the promise there as he takes the lead at the start of this race. Like Vernon Bricknell, Heinen Zimmer, Franz Pretorius, all involved there. François, you're also racing in this race, but certainly some fantastic machinery in action here.
It's absolutely lovely to see all these Porsches in. Interestingly enough, all three GTRs at the sharp end of this field are 3.8 litre turbocharged cars. Great cars, had very good results at Le Mans when they raced there. Vernon Bricknell brought his car into the country some time ago, and suddenly when he bought it, the guys realised there's some competition, and now with all three of them out there trying to prove these cars.
Yeah, interesting he Toby Fenter didn't actually want to race this race, and then he saw that we've got some competition, and then he decided, look, let me go out there and see what I can do against these guys.
Yeah, he was very, very serious. He actually brought two cars to the circuit and then decided which one he was going to drive. And he definitely made the correct choice, put the right tyres on it, because he's flying away in the lead over there. We can also see France Pretorius, who's got number 50 over there in his GT3 RS, and he's very closely followed by Tom Reed, who's the championship leader.
And that yellow car, also a name that we know well in other forms of racing.
Yes, Darren Lobb, who races the Shelby Can-Am, sometimes known as Little Lobb, or Bob Lobb, son of Lobb, something like that. He always gets a bit of abuse, you know.
And in action a little bit further back there, tell us about your car.
And look, my car is effectively a reproduction of the first racing car the Porsche ever built out of the 911. It's called the 911R, and we raced this car, funny enough, with Casual Day colours, because Casual Day is a charity that I support, and I feel very strongly for them. And we have a lot of fun.
Well, certainly having a lot of fun at the front of the field there, Toby Fenter. As we go back the order,
you can see Chris Costa's coming through in his Tiga Porsche, you've got a Tiga motor in there. And over there we have George Schmalberger, looks like having a bit of contact there with Roy Campos. Roy Campos, funny enough, also being another Vodacom Shelby Can-Am race driver, who this weekend had his Porsche 924 out in this field.
and it's a pretty tricky racetrack, this Wesbank road circuit, incorporating the large oval as well, and you certainly need to know your way around, and easy to make mistakes.
Most definitely, and the problem is if you start making a corner, you can see we're just coming out of turn 2 over here. As you go into turn 3, if you mess up this part of the circuit, your whole lap is gone. You've got the 2 hairpin turns and then followed by 3 short corners, and if you get that wrong, you don't have a lap time.
I've been around this track a number of times, and these corners are very tricky indeed. They tend to close in on you, very late apex in most cases, and your exit speed exceptionally important so that you can get a good run for the rest of the lap. But a nice little gaggle of cars there in the midfield. The Darren Lobb also mixes it up there. The Tiga now seemingly breaking clear, or not? No.
No, he's not quite. He's trying to stay over there. Darren Lobb had some problems with his car. He stopped. He's now on his way back through. You can see some of the DK colours. Also part of the Revolution Racing team. Meanwhile, Toby Fenter just come through to lap everybody. As you can see, we've sort of settled down into a nice little gaggle. Here comes Vernon Bicknell also coming through on to lap everybody.
So the order at this stage is Toby Fenter, Vernon Bicknell, Hannes Zimmer also involved there. France Pretorius is the man who races just about every car that he can lay his hands on.
And the great motorsporting enthusiast, great to have him around. Car 5 over there, you can see is Marcus Minihold, who's Auto Crew car, closely followed by Eddie Roux in the Ethnix car. Eddie being an accountant who also enjoys racing, and here Darren has unfortunately had another problem and is busy pulling his car off to the side of the circuit.
So serious racing this. These guys may have some very expensive toys, but they do race seriously. And Toby Fenter, one of the legends of motorsport, especially Porsche racing in South Africa, taking it there from Bicknell and Zimmer. France Pretorius finishing in 4th position. A good drive from Thomas Reed. Beautiful collection of models here at Wesbank Raceway. This is for the real enthusiast.
It's amazing how many people actually collect these cars. Hendrik, I know people that have shelves and shelves full of cars. This car is an exact reproduction of what that car looked like when it finished Le Mans in its era. Made exactly from the photographs. You can see how dirty it was. It looks original.
There's Gilles Villeneuve in his very, very famous Ferrari. So we want to look at the details of that model. Gilles Villeneuve, one of the legends in Formula One racing over the years, man who never really got to reach all his potential. And here's an interesting car, the Lotus 72, driven by Dave Charlton.
Absolutely beautiful, and you can still see the period logos on it, the wings. I think it's got an SAA logo on it somewhere. It's absolutely amazing. And here we move into some of the older cars as well. All of these things are absolutely collectible.
Right, back to the action on the circuit now. All these little Birkins taking part in the Lotus Challenge race.
The Lotus register has been in existence for probably 25 or more years. We have quite a big group of members, over 200, and we like to be associated with all types of motorsport events. We run the Lotus Racing Series. We have driver training days, and as today we are one of the sponsors for this rally, and it's good for the Lotus Register to get involved in events other than our own immediate association. And we do from time to time have gymkhanas, we have skid pan day events, and it's a very we find it a very technical group of people who not only do they prepare cars, but they rebuild rebuild, refurbish, and they start cars right from scratch. I know some of our members who've built classic cars almost from the ground up, so it is quite a big group. We've got members over in England even, and down in Natal, Cape Town, so it is a very active and very social group of members. For us to be associated with the classics is, I think, very, very opportune, because most of our members own really classic Lotus type vehicles.
And just like all the other categories in action here today, the owners of these cars are very proud of their cars, but they do take their racing seriously. There's a bit of a half a spin there, and he's got it right.
The other way around there, really enjoying themselves out of the circle. The Lotus Challenge has been one of the strongest Northern Regions Championships for quite a while. The guys effectively run two classes. They have what they call a race class and a road class. And the race class, guys, really anything goes. You find cars with extremely powerful engines, some with manual rotary engines. They've even been modeled with motorcycle engines. And here we can see Clive Wilmot in his orange car. That actually has a Ford BDA or BDG motor in it. Clive's been a stalwart of the series for many years, champion for many years, and actually a past chairman, I think, of the Lotus Register as well.
So the idea is basically these as kit cars, you can fit any engine in it, and in the top class you can basically do any modification to the suspension and so on.
Correct. As you can see, a lot of these guys have Lotus engines, Toyota engines, etc.
So James Forbes takes it from Josh Dovey, and Glenton Rebello with Clippers Krieger there in fourth position. Well, the historic festival cannot be historic without the legends of the sport, the likes of Arnold Chatz, Dave Clapham, and of course the one and only Jeff Mortimer.
You know, to keep motor racing going, as difficult as it may be, not in these times, but in this country, we struggle a bit because of, I suppose, economic situations and things like that. But I'm very pleased to see today how many historic cars there are. I had a look at the program, and various sorts of every kind of vehicle that you could think of, from the 60s right up to modern times, competing in this festival today. And all I can say is that I haven't seen anything like this happen before, and I guess it's probably due to a big effort put in by Cars in Action, and I congratulate them on sponsoring an event like this, so I hope that we see a lot more of them. From my years of racing and things, I see Bosal from there and here. I've seen him in South Africa a couple of times, but he seems to be a fairly frequent visitor here, and there's Arnold Chatz and Dave Charlton and guys like that we're well known for many years.
Bringing back some fantastic memories of the era before 1966 as we watch the P66 saloon cars do their thing on the circuit. Some wonderful machinery here front on.
Yes, Brian Rowling's out front there in his Mustang, followed by young Mr. Hasty in his Mini, and then we have the Detroit Studebaker Golden Hawk. Wonderful to see a car like that on the circuit, something we haven't seen for many years, and I don't know whether anybody can remember actually seeing one on the circuit here, Hendrik.
I'm just amazed that that car can actually travel that fast, because, you know, it looks like a real lumbering piece of metal, but it's certainly right up there in the hands of Mark Dutoy. But nice fight, a battle going on at the front here, and it's amazing that the little Mini of Brian Hasty can stay right there with the Mustang.
Correct. That's the interesting thing about Wesbank Raceway, Hendrik, is you have the nice twisty bits around the backside of the circuit, where well-handling cars can actually stick with you, but the minute you go to use the power, and everything runs away.
And here, Mark Dutoy under pressure from the Alpha and the Mini.
Alpha of Trevor Tuck. You have the recent field steaming through over here. Once again, out on the oval, you can see how the Mini's caught up around the back section, right on the end of the Mustang. You just see as the Mustang can open up that throttle, he's going to run away from him down the center straight.
Mark Dutoy doing a good job there, and again, look at the way that car suspension has to work to get it around that part of the oval as fast as he possibly can. But he knows this car well. He's driven it many times. Trevor Tuck going through there. There's a little Cortina.
Lotus Cortina over there. Wonderful to see a car like that racing. Also now having a big race with a Mini at the back. As you can see, they're all actually also running the Ford Spares Historic Touring Car Championship. Guys going out in their cars doing as many races as they can, whenever they qualify, they're getting into the action.
Brian Rowling's taking it in the Ford Mustang from Brian Hasty. Mark Dutoy in third ahead of Trevor Tuck and Gordon Law. That man known as Mr. Alpha is Arnold Chatz.
You know, from our point of view, of course, we considered that era
wonderful, as I think most people do of their own eras, and it's nice to have a festival of motorsport like this to bring back a little bit of the nostalgia. Some of the cars which may be replicas and others the originals, which are nice to see on an occasion like this, besides the fact that we get together and we meet the fellows who used to race in our day, our contemporaries, and it's also nice to meet the drivers of today who we can chat to, and obviously they speak with us about the past and we can talk to them, and of course when we get onto these old the stories of the years past, we become a little too enthusiastic, and sometimes it becomes a little boring for them, I'm sure.
Great to see some of the old single-seaters and sports cars in action now in the P74 sports cars and single-seater category. Some very interesting cars here dating back many, many years.
Really, Hendrik, it's lovely to see them all come out. These guys always bring them out and polish them up and clean them. You find quite a couple of the guys actually racing the historic Formula Fords. You see a lot of historic Formula Fords. You have Patrick Dunseith's out there in one. The guys really enjoy themselves. Here we have Anthony Collin in the old Chevron leading the race as well. Obviously much faster than anyone in the other series, but lovely to see an old sports car like that out on the circuit.
I'm still amazed that people not only collect these, that I can understand, but then go out and race them.
Hendrik, if you own something like that, you can't just put it in a glass case in the lounge and look at it every day and tell your friends, okay, here we have it.
And then that happens.
Then that happens as well. Hopefully they don't make any contact with one another at this point, because that would be a shame.
Indeed it would. So no problems there for Ian Hibblesfate.
In his Titan Mark IV, historic Formula Ford. You drive past Ian's garage in Kalami Estate, you'll see all these cars racked and stacked in his garage that he prepares.
These drivers are taking it seriously, as we keep on saying. They're taking it too seriously sometimes. It's a tricky corner, that.
There goes Lou Baker in his 62 Alpha Special. Lou, also one of the great characters of the sport. Really interesting chap, but there he goes, getting it going again. Luckily, no damage.
The nice thing about single-seaters is that they very rarely flip. That's only basically when they touch wheels. As we get to the end of this race, flag out there. Corin crosses the line first, but this was a handicap race, a pretty complicated handicap race, and based on that handicap, Richard Daggett in his 52 Cooper Bristol took it from Ron Lydiard in his 68 Lotus Ford.
And Patrick Dunseith in the Titan 5th.
Thank you, Francois. Joining the circuit races here, the drivers in the South African Historic Race Rallying Association event that's taking place this weekend. Some of the stages being done here at Wesbank, and these guys race the legendary rally cars from the 60s and 70s and early 80s possibly.
Correct, Hendrik. Their rules are written effectively that no front-wheel drive car may take part in their racing, so Golf 1, etc. is excluded. These guys actually have a regional championship. They run with a normal regional championship rally, special stage rallying, and they actually have a very, very strong following. Guys really enjoy bringing out their older cars.
Things like the Ford Escort. This is rally, so you're allowed to take a shortcut to the
The only problem is when you've got to go and race in the circuit, they have that all the guano there that they've picked up and carried across.
And they are most likely not on slick racing tyres. They would be on rally tyres as well.
They're all on rally tyres. You can see the guys are actually driving more in a rally style than a circuit style, and they're going the wrong way around the circuit to make it a bit more interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what, this circuit, the wrong way around, is even more interesting and challenging than the right way around. You can so easily get pulled out. And what they do here is a sort of a super special, so therefore you have more than one car in the stage at the same time.
Correct, the guys are all starting at 1 minute or 2 minute intervals and then running to the end of their time. And all of them out there and having fun on the day. They had some dirt stages just outside near the motocross track, outside Wesbank Raceway. So really having a fun day as well, and can share in the historic festival.
It looks like a Triumph.
It's most definitely a Triumph as well. What's it, a TR7 or something like that? Somebody's out having fun with.
And now back to the serious sports cars.
I think what's important is that it starts out when you're a kid. When I was 6 and clutching the fence between Clubhouse and Sunset, my brother and sister were a marshal at Clubhouse, and these cars were at the 9-hour. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to drive one of them. And I'm really, really happy that I can. And that's why we're here. That's why us older guys who can now afford these cars can actually race them. And that's the very reason why they shouldn't be in the showrooms. Those are people who love cars, who come out to see them, who have the same memories that I have of the GTs racing at Kyalami in the 9-hour. And enjoying the whole time together with people. It's just such a special time, and now to be able to have one of those cars and done it in the exact sort of replica that it came here to race as, it's just absolutely fantastic. This is the GT40. They started building them in 1965 about. They're racing in 65. Its first success came in 66. And then after that, the 67 was a Mark IV. And this, believe it or not, this car was actually sold to a company called Mirage, and Ford bought it back. And what they did was that they rebodied it back into a GT40, and it won 1968 and 1969. And the 69 car is my favorite car, which is the car that you see behind me. And that was driven by Jackie Hicks and Jackie Oliver. And those two guys, Jackie Hicks and Oliver, Jackie Hicks was my hero. And he was the guy that I always liked to see racing, and I really liked him. Even when he was driving for Ferrari, 312Ps in 72, 73, this was the first car that I saw him in.
Tell you what, another legend is leading this race, the historic touring cars, classes A and D. That's him, Peter Lindenberg, the owner of the circuit, putting one over there at this stage over Nell, and then Peter Bailey, those two in the GT40.
Yep. Those GT40s are actually built locally by Peter Bailey. Wonderful cars, lovely attention to detail, lovely Ford V8 motors. As you can see, I'm in the background there trying to keep up with them, which is a bit of an impossible task.
And Peter Lindenberg opening the door a little bit for Mike now, and here comes Peter Bailey. That's fantastic. Always, we keep on saying that, to see these cars in action and being driven in anger.
Yes, and you can see with them as well, as they start the race, take some time for the tyres to get some heat. Once the tyres on these cars get the heat into them, they really go away. And here we have Jose Lopez as well in his 2000cc Alfa GTV. Lovely to see him out. And there was also a very quick shot of Robbie Smith, who we all know is a production car driver. He's just really getting on in years and a bit historic, and has come up to race historics as well.
So it's quite apt for Robbie Smith to be in action in the historic racing cars.
There you go, Jose, really losing it over there. Jose, very good driver, also prepares and builds Alphas for other people, really knows his work.
Well, hopefully no repair bill for him there, but he's got to wait a while for the rest of the field to come through, so he's got some work cut out. Meanwhile, the battle at the front continues. Here comes Peter Bailey on the inside. You can imagine why the GT40 was such a successful sports car, winning Le Mans on a number of occasions. Just look at the stance of that car. Incidentally, the 40, as Peter Bailey takes the lead, the 40 means the height of the car above the ground, isn't it? 40 inches.
I believe that's how they were looking for a name, and that's what they came up with. As you can see, the guys are driving quite aggressively. He was defending the corner over there from Peter Lindenberg. Peter Lindenberg at this point in time really going to try and win the historic championship this year. He's actually second in the overall championship and really needs the point, so he needs to beat Peter Bailey to make sure that he can keep his championship hopes alive.
Mike Nell dropping back there slightly as we see Robbie Smith there leading this gaggle of cars.
And over here we have two of the Cape Town contingent really going with a hammer and tongs. Over the weekend there were a number of guys that came up all the way from Cape Town and competing in the Cape Town Classic Series to come and race over here. It's great to see the Sirocco and the Datsun both here to come and fill our fields.
And also a little glimpse there of Francois Garre, former VSP champion in the Silver Ford Escort. Here comes Peter Lindenberg. This is almost a suicide move, but he makes it.
And you can see it's for the championship. Hendrik, he's decided he's stopped playing around. He's now going to put the hammer down and try and get away from Peter Bailey.
Bailey is a serious racing driver too, as Lindenberg puts the power down. Great to see the rear wheels coming out there. Nice bit of car control.
And we have another shot of Robbie Smith coming down front. We have running up the inside over here, trying to come up the inside of the Datsun. Is he going to do it? No. Discretion is the better part of valor over here. We try not to bump our historic cars, Hendrik. We love our cars, so it's meant to be gentleman racing. We don't always get it right, but we do try.
Problem there for the Datsun. Many of these drivers, in fact probably most of them, build these cars and maintain them themselves.
Correct. We all build and maintain our cars ourselves. Here we go. Yes, Charles Arton in his BMW 530, which is a replica of the old Group 1 cars, also all the way from Cape Town to come and race up here.
And Peter Lindenberg does take the lead, eventually breaking away from Peter Bailey, and he will be extremely happy with that. Mike Nell remains in third place. Well done to Francois Pretorius, fourth in the 67 Porsche 911, Trevor Momberg in fifth, and Francois Garre finishes in sixth. Well, that car, of course, is a car that used to be driven by a man called Bosal van Rooyen.
You know, there are good things in every country where one might live, but you'll never be able to replace those friendships, the memories, the things we did together, and it's just irreplaceable, what we come here for. I'd like to see 40,000 spectators as well as those 400 in. It appears to me that there's great interest at a competitor level, and we've
seen some the achievers of last year in Formula 3 and go-karts in the rallies. Obviously the talent is still there, and motor racing has to compete with other entertainment levels, and I just don't know what the solution is to get people to come as they used to and enjoy this unique sport.
This October, Richard